take this one home, which means, by the way, that they're only one win away from making their way to DreamHack. They still have 4 more games to play today, so plenty of chances for them to get that extra win in. But first of all, Bird United versus Virtus.Pro. Ted, what did you think?
It was a good game. I thought it was exciting at times. Always fun to see a rapier in the game, and good team fights. I think we enjoyed watching it here on the couch. So yeah,
for sure. Shane?
Yeah, come with me on his bench like we've seen him before, and he just loves that hero. And in my opinion, pretty much won them the game. Well, not won them the game, but definitely secured it.
He looked good.
Yeah, Sing on his famous at this stage PL. Like it's like just when you think you're gonna kill him, he'll just stop a ganger. It's so difficult to play against that hero. Like
yeah, that was sort of strange. I thought PL was super far behind, like maybe 25 minutes in. Then all of a sudden he was like even with the gyro.
And when he got his Manta style and he started like split pushing with it and that kind of stuff, all of a sudden his farm just exploded. Like.
Now, there was one fight that had a particular big impact on this game, and that is the fight that we're going to see on the drawing board with Chainalytics.
Smiley Shane, Smiley
Welcome
Shane.
to the drawing board.
Nice try.
Thank you, I tried my best. So we're going to look at the rapier fight, and we're going to see Gyrocopter with a rapier. And it's going to be pretty sick from Come With Me, basically.
It's gonna blow my mind.
Maybe. I didn't get it. Food's coming
Probably
soon.
from Blow Your Brain, but then a different team.
Okay.
Also, he is in need of food.
First of all, Phobos blinks
I
away.
don't know where you're going with that.
The Orchid.
You're just a game ahead.
Illidan gets his BKB off and they get the Scream of Pain on top of him. So all of a sudden he's on half HP. But look how much he lifesteals because of the rapier. It's pretty insane, actually.
But they killed the PL.
Yeah.
And there he
so
is.
Phobos is like, okay, I got this timing perfectly.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get this.
Why does he get back in though? Why does he go back in?
Pause.
He just shot a creep. Do you see that? He shot 2 creeps.
Yep.
The swap.
So he has Flat Cannon on.
Destiny.
Okay, so what happened was they swapped them out. It was beautiful. Like, originally I would have thought swap Phobos before the, like, I would have thought swap Sing Sing even to save him. But because he swaps the Phobos, he instantly stuns Illidan as well afterwards and allows them to actually take down Illidan. But if he had a swap Sing Sing out to save him, they wouldn't have had the damage to back it up, you know what I mean? So it was a very good choice. And then the E echoes nothing and he's a really sad air shaker. Ooh.
Man, this is a sad fight for everyone in VP.
I mean,
sad shaker,
okay,
sad
so
gyro.
the funniest thing is this little ninja quap coming in here now in a second. Look at Necroman here. Whoop. He goes in, gets the rapier, and then just instantly bails.
Peace.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, and she's like, whoa, wait, who has the rapier? He's clicking on everyone, and then he's like, oh, it's this guy. He tries to chase him, but he's BKB'd up and just runs away. Oh, what a fight.
Yeah, it was very good, like fun to see. Normally, your Vengeful Spirit, you go for those defensive swaps, you know, save your teammate, die yourself. It's, you know, pretty common knowledge, but Come With Me here actually went for the aggressive swap, which, I mean, it's split-second thinking. You have to just make sure, like, if I swap now, at least, like, Sing Sing will live as well, because normally you at least save your carry. But this time also, they were able to get the rapier off the back of it, which was huge.
It was amazing.
Do you think it was okay for them to go for a rapier? Like, do you think they needed it? Well, because once they lost it, I kind of felt like things just accelerated for them.
I kind of wonder if maybe they should have just gotten it later. Like, what if he had gotten, say, like, how were they pressured into getting it at that point, or would it have been okay how you finished Satanic and then gotten the rapier?
When they saw the PL would like. He had Skadi.
He had Skadi at that point.
He had Manta. He was like really tanky. And then you have the other core as well. You have like Nature's Prophet who's getting some items as well. And
although
then Queen
he did
of Pain.
die an awful lot.
Yeah,
only in the top quarter of the map.
Yeah, he only died in this like top left of the map.
And he'd just go into the trees and just stand there, just like, please. And they just find it.
He wanted to read a book. He just wanted to see the trees.
It's like there was something he'd left there, and I've got I know my keys are there somewhere.
Just hanging on a branch or something. He's like, somewhere.
Poor guy.
The man of the last fight, I definitely would call that Come With Me, and I believe that we have an interview waiting with him. Not ready. Okay, not yet.
Soon.
I always jump in the ball. I feel like, you know, Come With Me. He's used to having us interview him by now.
I wonder how many times we've interviewed him at this stage. It's probably...
I think 3 times.
No, remember in the qualifiers as well?
Oh, yeah, I didn't count those.
Like 7 or at least.
You probably owe him something now
because
in Romania.
they actually lost in the finals at some point, which means that we would have talked at least 3 times
And then when they won again,
four times, so at least 7 times during the group stage, if they always answered their Skype call.
they're pretty good at answering. Come with me.
Yeah, Come With Me is good, but he's the one that always gets set up for it.
Oh, we have credit now as well. Scriff at the top of his Skype account. He's furious.
No, but he's always the one that gets set up by Steam. I don't think we've talked to anybody else apart. Actually, no, we interviewed my nuts. Yeah, I remember that.
Oh, we did actually.
We did, yeah.
That was probably so they have this kind of game where they're all on TeamSpeak and the one who leaves last has to do the interview. I'm pretty sure is what happened.
I see.
Come With Me just slow on the uptake on that one?
Maybe he just has a really slow computer and he can't tab out quick enough.
Okay, yeah.
Well, I can tell you that was very subtle that I just got a message there.
Hold on a second.
I feel a sneeze coming on in my ear.
No.
Go on then.
Oh, go on then. We're not going to talk to Come With Me. You scared him away, Shane. Why did you have to do that?
They all left the Skype at the same time.
Yeah.
TeamSpeak.
Well, they didn't actually leave TeamSpeak because they have another series coming up because they're going to play against Empire, which is probably why they just want to have a quick break that actually is a break before going into the next series.
Understandable.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Now, the official starting time of the next series is at 1900, but we were managing to move it up at least 15 minutes, so that means that in 12 minutes, yes, I can count.
Did you make up a new number?
12 minutes. We'll have the next series. So that will be Burning United versus Empire. So it's time to prepare for that one. What are we thinking here? Because I believe that Owen said 2-0 for Burden.
I think he did, yeah.
He did.
I think he did.
And they need one more win, right?
They only need one more win.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they topple Vega.
And they topple Vega. We can actually take a quick look at the standings to see what implications the game so far have had.
No, there was no. Yeah.
That was really satisfying. That was fun.
They need the noises when we switch to standings.
You can do the noises yourself. They're not only in transition screens, guys.
Okay, so
only in
Burn
transition.
I was
United
practicing, sorry.
6
That's
and
fine.
4.
So Empire will have got all settled in.
Yeah.
They've had their nice time in the pool. They're all chilled out and ready. They're
Apart
ready to
from
play.
one, because apparently Yoki, they're at boot camp right now.
Yeah.
So they flew to Kiev, which is where they're having their boot camp.
Okay.
And Yoki also flew into Kiev, got taken to the side by customs, and sent back home.
Get out.
Nope. It's actually...
They must have seen his silencer yesterday and they were like, not today, mate.
Maybe,
Wow.
next level betting going on between the guards. They had their match set on
The
betting
Dota
on...
2 lounge.
Yeah.
You know how so much of Dota is like stat trivia? I'd like to see the actual stats on number of times Empires had a visa denied. Because I bet it's really high.
Yeah, it probably
Much
is.
higher than other teams.
Ooh, there's a red button.
Oh shit.
Oh, shit.
All right.
Can I press it?
Yes, okay, period.
Okay, here we go.
No, it's
You
stuck.
can't move it. It's
It's
taped.
stuck.
It's plugged in as well, of course.
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Okay.
Don't spit. All
I
right.
broke it. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, well done, Ted. Nothing happened.
Well, I'm glad we did that.
Well, wow.
The surprise is that we now have an Englishman among us.
Well, I pressed the button and I basically broke the red button, so I apologize. Sorry.
It's all right.
It's
Maybe I don't know. Maybe it was a setup. One of you guys have to push it or something. But
no. Well, I
that's
tried
right.
to check. I tried to check behind us.
Nope.
Nothing
Yeah.
happened there either. So
it's very lost. Like when
Maybe
it
it
was
was-
Maybe it
finally
was back
unlocked.
there, just making fun of us. and We just
Maybe.
didn't see.
maybe it's that I have to topple this over. So I'm very tempted, but I won't. Don't worry.
Well, that was great.
It was a fake out.
It was.
It's very clever. Oh, the final one is nothing.
I know. We are not having our normal sound guy, and he pressed the wrong button.
Really?
That would make sense.
But the lights also went off.
Maybe it does the lights
maybe it's
too.
all in one button.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe something changed that we're not noticing right now, which would be very awkward. But I'm still
Owen has
finding
stopped
it.
fidgeting.
Oh my god, the red button was on sit still.
It's all on stream.
Yeah.
How did they do it?
I don't know. It's a miracle, guys. We could. Oh wait, we could actually do it. We just have to drive him around in the car like a baby.
Drive him around the block a couple
just around
times.
the block.
Yeah. Get him to calm down.
That works.
Give him a monster and let it wear off.
Yeah.
Okay, well, in terms of most disappointing red buttons,
Number 1.
Yeah, that's quite okay. I'm glad I could be involved.
Honestly, they probably just got angry at you pressing it so
Yeah.
aggressively.
It's always the Englishman.
Yeah, maybe it was something was meant to happen when the button pushed to someone in this chair and I wasn't there, so we're like, well, we've ruined it now.
You would think it just gets
Could be.
shot up through the roof
Yeah,
or something.
this was
yeah.
an ejector seat all along. I don't know. Yeah,
They spent
that's-
millions of dollars on that one
Yeah.
thing.
What do we do now? We've got like 10 minutes to fill.
I don't know, I'm still expecting things.
I don't know.
So you think Empire's going to win? Think they're gonna get 2-0?
I think they've got a better chance than they did from that game when they'd literally been in the house for 10 minutes.
Yes.
So yeah, but
The thing I'm wondering is, like, how seriously do they take it? Do they
Well,
want to get number
yeah.
2 or do they not? Because they have to win both games. They
didn't
have to win 2
FNG
games.
say when we
get-
spoke to him yesterday he doesn't give a hoot? He was like, you know, it
Yeah,
doesn't matter.
FNG
We still got
does.
to beat everyone anywhere. And
Yeah,
everyone
well,
like that.
but does Empire think that too or not?
Well, that's a good point.
Empire
We'd have
probably
to ask
thinks
Empire
day
Twitter
off.
guy.
They have to win. They have to win.
Yeah.
Yeah, Empire Twitter guy should just tell us.
Yeah, we'll find
They have to
out.
win both games, and then they go to number 2. Otherwise, they're going to be at number 3.
I think they could win both games.
They definitely could, but
Yeah.
so that's what I think it comes down to is how seriously they want to take it. 'Cause
I
if they
think-
care a lot, they can probably definitely get it.
The way,
Considering all the visa problems we've had, it's probably pretty precious to have like a day off just to allow for visa problems to happen
Yeah,
so
it's
that
actually
they
a
can
good
only
point.
start a day later.
I guess if you think about it, this is the start of their TI5 scrim.
I think
This
so.
is it. So I mean, to them, they're in the house now. They got to get their game heads
Serious,
on. So
yeah.
maybe they're
But
going to say like, "Let's do it, guys.
how,
Let's
how
nail
serious
it."
can you practice for TI with a stand-in, though, is the question.
Good point.
You can try out new things, perhaps, because
But you'll never know if they'll work with the stand-in.
true. But at least they'll know like how certain heroes like complement each other or not. That they think that would do really well in a combination or not. They can also try out maybe different positions, as we just saw. We Blow Your Brain was, I believe, the offlane player this time. It was a Darkseer previous
Solo,
game.
solo safe lane.
Yeah, but yeah, offlane, solo lane. So perhaps they're because they can just they can just throw him somewhere with a hero and say, have fun. We're scrimming for TI. You're
this
just
side of the
We're going to play 4v4. You just go up top.
They just split them up in half. Yeah.
it can work.
Maybe.
Darkseer is a good hero for that too.
That actually is, yeah.
That's why that Nature's Prophet kept going off. The other thing, too, they were just playing 4v4.
4v4
yeah, it's
Dota.
Burton's trick, yeah.
Pretty smart. They're ready for
Space
Empire's
created,
4v4.
Yeah.
It's pretty solid.
Sorry, I'm still looking around. I'm still.
No, like honestly, was that it?
Can we find out if there was anything meant to happen that just hasn't happened, or if they're just messing with us?
Do you think they have like confetti in the ceiling that got
Nah.
stuck?
Yeah,
Yes,
they-
there's some guy up there right now like, come on, work.
Could be. Maybe everybody has to press it at the same time.
Well, like, yeah, we have to, have the power of friendship.
Power Rangers.
Didn't you practice your
Wonder Twins.
your unison dance? It wasn't with Hyoka, but you practiced it.
No, I need Scriff and Andy for that.
What's
no,
that? I
you
don't know what
only
that
need
is.
one person.
What's the unison? Is that the thing where you do this?
Yes, that one.
Oh, that was for Waga.
Yeah, you practiced that.
Yeah, but I don't have Waga.
Yeah, but you can
you do
try.
Like,
Maybe
you
you're.
could try.
You can see if you're compatible.
I can do this. I don't know what the dance is. I just know.
I think Kyrian can do the
I've seen
sound
the end
effects.
pose.
Can you do the sound effects of that then?
For what?
Just for them putting their fingers together.
This is getting worse by the minute.
this is awful.
This only ends in an utter embarrassment for
I think
all
I'll
of us.
stab you in the eye or go straight through your glasses or something. Complete disaster.
Okay, never mind.
There's no
So-
like best case scenario here.
So what are we thinking? Empire, are they going to win? Because you said
I'm
they're
going to
a
say
little bit more
Empire
relaxed.
2-0. I think they're
2-0.
going to go for it. They want to
Okay.
start their scrim time off with a win. They want to get on the ball, rolling, and I think they can do it. Yeah.
I'm going to go with Empire 2-0 based on the fact that I think they are a stronger team, and also
Okay.
because I think it makes the tension better if Burden has to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had
we-
the same argument. I
yeah.
still agree with you there as well.
Yeah.
I'm gonna maybe side with Owen a bit on this one. I think
2-0 Burden.
can win 2-0. Yeah, like you just traveled today, you just flew into the country, and all of a sudden one of your teammates just got grabbed by customs and dragged back to his other. Like it has to be a kind of stressful situation. You're like, we came here to practice for the international. All of a sudden, we only have 4 players. What the hell's going on? We moved to a new house. We have a new desk, as Ted said earlier. Everything's new. Everything's.
That's a good point.
Like even in the draft alone, if you're drafting for this new guy, you're just like, okay, what heroes can you play well? And then it doesn't match up with your overall thought process or your overall, like you'd probably have a book of drafts or some sort of game plan.
black book.
Yeah, exactly. And then none of the heroes fit. And it's too difficult.
To be fair, Blow Your Brain is a pretty known player,
Yeah,
especially among
I've watched them in the
scene,
past,
and I
yeah.
believe they also have been on teams together. So in that regard, like they know how to adjust. The only difference then is if they indeed like Blow Your Brain is a carry player, and they indeed let Blow Your Brain just play the off lane as well, which means that they're not actually, considering what he can and cannot play, perhaps, in terms of.
Yeah.
I mean,
throw him to the
obviously,
wolves.
he's still, a solid player, so he'll probably make do with whatever he's getting. In terms of predictions for me, though, I am actually going to also say 2-0 Empire, because I just want to make sure that, the tension continues, and we don't know anything is set in stone until, nothing is set in stone until.
If only we
the
could
last
actually
game.
predict the games correctly, and then we'd be. That'd make it all very
That
boring.
would
Then,
also
wouldn't?
be very boring, yes.
It's just like, oh yeah, this one's 2-0, and then game over.
We should have an octopus.
Octopus? What?
Wasn't that in some kind of World Cup? There was
Oh
Paul,
the
Yes.
2012
There was an
World Cup.
octopus,
Yeah.
I believe, in Germany who
And
made predictions, and he
and
was.
he had
Like
everything
70%
correct.
right or something.
Everything.
Yeah. Everything, yeah.
That's like.
I think he was called
score?
Paul.
Paul, I just
Yeah.
said that. Yes.
I don't remember his name.
And he is dead now. Sorry.
What? No
Yes.
spoilers.
He didn't see that coming, did he?
He probably did.
Yeah, wait.
It's the most depressing thing ever. I predict I'm gonna die.
Paul, why so sad?
No reason.
70% chance.
No, he ends his life by saying, "I predict you'll always be happy."
Yeah. Whatever, Paul. We lost the World Cup. Nothing means anything.
No, we need one of those.
I predict you'll all turn to dust.
Jesus. All right, Paul, I think your time is over.
All means nothing in the
Get the
grandness of
deep fryer,
time.
please. Paul's going away.
That's
We've got
quite
people in the
depressing.
lobby.
Do you think they
We
ate
do.
him?
I think that I would eat the hell out of Paul. He might give you magical powers.
Probably charged a lot for it. Probably had like a state dinner.
No, I think he died he died too early.
What?
So, and not natural. Like Paul just died of it because of stress. Do you think they'll actually?
Maybe he was studying football so hard.
Does that mean you can't eat them if they die of stress?
No, I don't know, because then it's like not bred for food. Aren't there like laws for that kind of stuff?
I don't think you can. Are there laws that say if an octopus dies from being too stressed, you can't eat it?
Well, perhaps it
Unless
was
the
a tumor
octopus has led
instead.
a happy life, you may not eat it.
No, but if it was like, I don't know if they know it was stress or not, but it could have been a tumor as well. You're not going to eat an octopus that died from a tumor, because you might eat the tumor.
tumor?
Tumor.
Not a tumor. It's just so close.
Oh, Ted.
I don't know. Maybe they didn't eat Paul because octopus is kind of not that tasty.
It's
And
not
Paul was
great.
kind of famous.
It's not great.
Paul was famous.
Famous Paul.
Yeah, but
Maybe they stuffed him.
Have
Can
you ever
stuff
eaten a famous person?
octopuses?
Can you stuff octopuses?
No. No. That would be cannibalism. Famous person. No.
Pretty sure it
Paul
doesn't
was
last
not a
against that
person,
one.
guys. He was an
It
octopus.
was an octopus.
Alright, so we're not
Don't
even
worry.
people.
Some animals
came
have been
to
granted
this-
personhood. It's an
What?
actual thing. Like some dolphins.
Horses and dolphins, yeah. If they did well in a war, they were like, you can be a person now.
No,
and the horse was like,
it's-
I'm cool
it's with
being a
more,
horse.
more animals now. They're trying
really?
to widen that law. Yeah,
What?
What?
because they have a form of consciousness. So they, you're not allowed to be mean to certain ones,
Like
Oh,
which?
right, yeah, fair enough.
like dolphins. It's in certain
And
districts
horses
and
and
stuff.
stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, with that,
So next season, we're getting an octopus.
instead of you. That was my turn to be mean. I'm just saying.
You can tell she's
My
not used
mean
to
was
it.
still way meaner than his mean. FYI,
Yeah, it was actually. Yeah.
it actually was.
She out-meaned you.
It was so good.
I'll take it.
It was really good. You didn't notice? It's good. So yeah, we are going to load into the game as soon as everybody loads. We actually had a faulty load, and I believe everybody was on either. You were actually 2-0 Burden, yeah?
Yes.
All right. You know
Okay.
her.
Are we going to see? Because this is not Virtus.Pro. Are we going to see Drow Visage?
I will tell you in approximately 30
I'm
seconds.
gonna say no.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
No.
Just mulling it over.
Just kind of concentrating.
I'll have patience.
Channeling Paul.
20 seconds.
Isn't he in your belly? Shouldn't
Don't
you
think we're going to see Undying in this game.
Oof.
I make that prediction.
Tell us more, Ted. Tell us more.
No Wisp. I think Wisp is probably going to be out. And
Draw from the sky. The sky gods.
I can't. The power's left me.
Oh god.
Well, for the rest of the draft, I guess we can't rely on Ted.
I'm sorry.
It means we have to
We
go to
tried.
our casters, guys. It is OD Pixel Draft on 8 Mother for the first game of Burning United taking on Team Empire.